Yo, what's up everyone? My name is DQK Designs, and in this video, we'll be using Revopoint's MIRACO Pro to scan my 1991 Foxbody Mustang to create a 3D printed wing for it. A huge shout out to Revopoint 3D. Thank you for sponsoring me and giving me access to MIRACO Pro. It has helped me so much during this process of making a 3D printed body kit for my car. Thanks again. So before we get to scanning, there's a couple things you'll need. 3D scanner dots and 3D scanner spray. These will just help give you the best results possible. So one of the best features about the MIRACO Pro is that it's a standalone scanner, meaning I don't need a computer around for it to scan. And this is really convenient when you're trying to scan hard to reach places or areas that you just don't want cords hanging around. So this was super helpful while scanning the top of my trunk. As I was about to scan, I forgot I ran out of 3D scanner spray. So I ended up using white masking tape instead. This is because it's super cheap and readily available, and it creates a matte surface that the 3D scanner really likes to pick up. This isn't a conventional way of doing things, but I was in a pinch, and it worked out great for scanning. There's another point that I want to make later, but it also really helped out there too. When laying down the tape, I'm making sure to go very slow. This way I can prevent any overlapping so the scanner doesn't pick that up. So after 10 minutes of laying tape, it's time to put down the 3D markers. I lost my footage of it unfortunately, but all I did was put them in a triangle pattern around 3 inches apart, and it worked out pretty good. Now on to scanning. Before I started, I made sure I had a clear walkway around the car just to make sure I can have really steady motions. So I started with the driver's side, working my way up to the top of the trunk. I made sure to scan as much as I possibly could, so when I go to the passenger side, I can pick up the markers I already scanned. Also, I had to make sure I was the best distance away from the car. The MIRACO Pro has a nice interface showcasing this, so I made sure to keep my eyes peeled. After about 15 minutes of scanning and walking around the car, I was finally done. Before we can check out the file, there's one last thing I have to do. I like to reuse the 3D scanner markers. Even though they're cheap, I don't like being wasteful. One of the problems I run into is when I'm putting them on metal, they are hard to peel off, causing the adhesive to be less sticky, making them not sit flush. But using this tape method, the 3D markers come off with ease, and it helps with the longevity of the markers themselves. Once I was done with taking off all the 3D markers, I headed home and plugged in my MIRACO Pro to load up the files. Once the file is done transferring, I can unplug the scanner and see what we got. And just like that, I have a scan to build my wing off of. The scan looked great, and you can't even see the tape, so I was very happy to start 3D modeling. So here's my top wing design for my Foxbody. I did a poll on Instagram and people voted for this one, so I'm happy to make it. When modeling and 3D printing parts for the prototyping phase, to speed things up, I use a Boolean difference to cut into my model and have that surface mock the scan. Alright, so we're going to be testing out these pieces. These are the things that hug the car's top trunk. So, yeah, it fits pretty good actually. Then it's going to be attached. It's going to be hard to film this. A little interior surface there that I'll be threading some bolts through. So these fit, that's good. So I'm about to go get the other part of the wing and then see how it looks on the car. So this is how it'll look. Then try test fitting it on the car, see how it looks. So hopefully everything goes well, but I put these holes in there, so I'm gonna heat up some bolts or some threads, melt them in there, push it in there, then use some PETG adhesive to bond it temporarily, and then I will skin it with carbon fiber to seal the whole thing up. Alright, well that's it for this video. Thanks again for watching, and subscribe if you're interested in this type of content. Thanks.